Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Gold is not the best bet in precious metals. We'll explore this topic and give a perspective from the other metals from which there is competition in sort of a way. Really, there's not, but we'll kind of explore that and take a look at the precious metal prices for today and see what's driving some of the prices going up or down. Either way, I think there's some lessons that we can be learned from this. Let's explore! Yes, this comes to us from dailywealth.com, and I thought it was fascinating that somebody has done an analysis on this, or an opinion piece here. This is by Steve Jagared. Bronze, silver, gold. You already know the next metal in the sequence. Just about everybody does. It's platinum, the king of precious metals. Sure, American Express has the gold card, but you know what card is above it? It's the platinum card. Of course, nowadays, we really have to kind of take that for a grain of salt these days for some of the reason that we'll discuss here in a moment. But now they're offering the diamond card and the sapphire card. You know, it's kind of moving beyond this those levels in some of these different kind of cards, you know, the gold card plus or what have you. It seems like those lines are being grayed, but typically, you know, you have these different standards, and most of them revolve around precious metals. Even healthcare have the gold plan and the silver plan for Obamacare. But going on, it says platinum is universally known for being above gold. It's the ultimate award level. It's how you know you're getting the best of the best. But it's more than a marketing shtick. Today, it's an investment opportunity in the making. For most of history, platinum has been more valuable than gold. And it is rarer than gold, too. To share one example, in March 2008, platinum traded up more than $2,200 per ounce. At the same time, gold was trading around $1,000 per ounce. Platinum was more than twice as valuable as gold. Well, and I don't necessarily use that term. It was priced twice higher than gold. That was an extreme moment, the author confesses, but for over the last 25 years, platinum has still historically traded at about a 34% premium over gold. Today, gold is trading for around $1,500. So if platinum traded in line with its historic 34% premium over gold, then platinum would trade for more than $2,000 an ounce, like it did back in 2008. But here's the amazing part. Platinum isn't traded at its historic average value, which would put it at $2,000 an ounce today. Instead, it sells for less than half that. That's right. It's a bargain today. That's for sure. And of course, most all of us know that pay attention to precious metals in this community. But the author pretends like we're not talking to you, and he says, no kidding. So I guess this Daily Wealth website just goes to financial folks out there. But be careful. Gold gets the glory these days. It gets the headlines, and lately it deserves it. And I think really that's part of the reasons why, even in the past, with it being up, why did it go up to over $2,000 an ounce? Why was it trading for much higher than gold was at the time? The metal has had a meteoric boom in recent months, thanks in part to an easy money policy. The Federal Reserve is back to cutting interest rates. In fact, that's kind of one reason why we're seeing movement, or lack thereof in some cases, of the precious metals today. And negative rates have become more common around the world. And I think that's why Trump and even the Federal Reserve are so emboldened to make these moves to cut rates. Government bonds pay nothing. So investors aren't missing out on yield by holding gold or other precious metals. That's a major boost for gold. And in turn, platinum. Although I don't know necessarily you can make a case or make that correlation just based off that statement. Gold is also the classic fear hedge, and there's a lot of fear in the market today, that's for sure. The bull market is nearing its end. The trade war between the U.S. and China lingers. The Iran conflict is simmering, and Europe is struggling with Brexit, as the deadline nears for the UK to leave the European Union. All of that has been incredible for gold, and it's bullish for platinum too. And I think there's some case that I think someone could make that case, but I do believe the platinum group metals in general are probably just like silver, although even more so than silver, are not nearly as tied to gold, it seems. When traders all pile up on one side of a trade, that's that the bet is getting oversaturated. And it indicates that a reversal is possible by looking at the commitment of traders report. So here we see the gold commitment of traders. Bets on higher gold prices are at all-time highs there with these commitments here. Look at that. Crazy. Thousands of contracts, 150,000 contracts. So look at that. It's amazing. Future traders' bullish bets on gold have soared to all-time highs. That's a big shift in investor sentiment. Now let the author be clear. He's not telling you to rush out and sell your gold holdings. There could be plenty of upside left in the gold trade. But the gold market has shifted from hated to loved in recent weeks. Meanwhile, platinum is dirt cheap. It would trade above $2,000 an ounce if it were to get back to its typical premium to gold. The metal needs no more than double to hit that level, and that's why you should consider owning the king of precious metals now. As one viewer of this channel, Coins A to Z, says, platinum to the moon. In other words, it's got nothing but upside potential, and I do tend to agree with that. But let's take a look here at the sentiment of the markets and where we are at today. We've got gold and silver making their moves. Hardly any moves, but gold up a little bit. Silver's pretty flat right now. Platinum has moved up $2, but still, look at that. It is very, very low here. And palladium and rhodium have both taken pretty big hits on a dollar level here today. But by and large, typically platinum and palladium are somewhat inversed to gold. And it has been a while, like I said, 2008 or whatever, since we've seen that inverse correlation. When will platinum go on parity with gold? Who knows? Just like we've seen with silver, at a pretty wide silver to gold ratio, that gap between gold and silver is struggling to squeeze back down to what is seen as normal levels. We're also seeing the same thing with platinum. Palladium is almost overtaken platinum right now, but a lot of that is because of industrial demand. And palladium is a rare metal, and perhaps maybe we might be seeing a little bit of manipulation in the platinum prices. Now, I'm not saying it's out there. I'm just putting feelers out there, suggestions that maybe the price is low for platinum now, or people are getting it. I'd like to see the industrial platinum demand and see what those numbers would be like. But it could be they're slowly getting it so that it will replace palladium one day soon, and for catalytic converters and the like. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but nonetheless, it is trading at this low, and I think there's nothing but upside potential for the most part for it. Yes, we did see a pretty big dip a few days ago in platinum prices, but I believe that we'll start to see them creep up in due course. We just have to be patient as we await and see what happens with the markets and where things go from here. I do believe with the author at some degree that if precious metals do continue to go up and climb, as the Fed is more than likely, especially since the Dow took a pretty big hit this morning, or somewhat of a hit after the last few days of taking pretty big hits, but their saving grace was the likelihood that the Fed is going to cut rates again when they meet this month. So if that happens, I believe that we'll see gold and silver potentially go down a little bit or not move much at all in the upward direction, where typically in the past they would. But now they're saying that, hey, this is going to be a good thing for the markets, whereas in the past doing it was because the economy is under this fear of recession. Now it's a short-term play, and if that short-term outlook could mean suppressed somewhat gold and silver prices as we move forward here. And what will that do to platinum? Almost unpredictable, I think. I think because of it just depends on industrial demand of the metal. It is up between 10 to 50 times rarer. No one really has an exact number how much rarer platinum is than gold. But as you know, rarity does not reflect price or value even. The demand for palladium is up for catalytic converters. Platinum was mainly used with the diesel industry, but I think the bottom fell out of platinum after what happened with Volkswagen there. And so we'll see how it plays out. But in my view, and what I did this past year with the price going down, is I did pick up an unusually larger amount of platinum than I normally would. I do like the metal, and I will probably still continue to purchase some, but it has offset my gold goals for the year because I did acquire a bit more platinum. I may get a little bit more. It's a fascinating metal. It really is. It's dense. It's hard. It's heavy. And you know me, I like it heavy, hard, and dense. That's right. So post your thoughts below on platinum and its potential for being the best bet. And when I probably started this video, you probably thought it was going to be silver. But I do believe silver is in many ways somewhat in the same scenario as platinum, but not extremely as much. But I think because of the commodity aspect of it too, there is that volatility there and has a potential to move up. I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching. Post your thoughts below. And I would like to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.